do you think of Opetaia's lawsuit? I know it involves the IBF, but he feels his argument is he's being blackballed by the game. Like, and
Opetaia is ranked #1 by the WBC.
He feels like his fight was blockaded because usually.
Wow, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely fantastic question from Sean Tatel that confirms something to me that I want y'all to listen up to. Ladies and gentlemen, as y'all know, we keep receipts on WBC President Mauricio Sulaiman. Y'all just heard out of his mouth basically say that they're not involved in this conspiracy that the sanctioning bodies are trying to box out Jai Opetaia from holding a title due to the fact that he signed over to Zoot for boxing. Jai Opetaia, which Sean Tatel talked about, right now in a lawsuit, filed a lawsuit against the IBF. Don't forget, it was Jai Opetaia's representatives that claim that they have leaked messages between sanctioning body executives speaking about the conspiracy to not allow Jai Opetaia to have a world title due to the fact that he signed with Zoot for boxing. So Sean Tatel brings it up to Mauricio Sulaiman. And what does Mauricio say? Hey, he's ranked #1 over here in the WBC rankings. He's ranked #1. There ain't no boxing out. I don't know what you're talking about. Hey, I don't know what the conspiracy theory is over here. With the WBC rankings, he's still ranked #1.
What do you think of Opetaia's lawsuit? I know it involves the IBF, but he feels his argument is he's being blackballed by the game. Like, and
Opetaia is ranked #1 by the WBC.
He feels like his fight was blockaded because usually.
Ladies and gentlemen, so with that statement, lets me know that the WBC has no plans in blocking out or boxing out Jai Opetaia, keeping him away from a WBC Cruiserweight showdown. So that being said, you look at the WBC rankings in the Cruiserweight division. You look at all the rankings. You see David Benavidez currently holds the WBO and WBA Cruiserweight titles, right? He's fighting against the WBC Cruiserweight champion in Noel Mikhailian, which is supposed to be signed, done deal by the end of this week. And y'all see they have an interim champion in Michel Shalek, who's currently ranked, I believe, #4. #4 in the Ring Magazine Cruiserweight rankings. Ladies and gentlemen. So I say to myself, if y'all aren't blocking out Jai Opetaia and if y'all aren't involved in this, then Jai Opetaia should eventually be ordered to face David the Mexican Monster Benavidez. But the question is, when and who will it be first? Because I just said they have an interim champion. Now, just because they have an interim champion, that doesn't mean that the interim champion is going to get the automatic title shot, the next mandated fight. Y'all see with Virgil Ortiz, who's the interim champion in the WBC junior middleweight division, while you have Sebastian Fundora as the full champion. You've got Amal Hajibaj, who rated #1, who's the mandatory for Fundora. It's not Virgil Ortiz who's getting the next title shot with the interim bout. But when talking about Jai Opetaia, it could be that the WBC ends up ordering Michel Shalek to fight David the Mexican Monster Benavidez in the next ordered fight. which I would not like at all. What I want is for the WBC to order Jai Opetaia, since he's rated #1, order that fight next. Allow David Benavidez, once he wins his world title against Noel Mikhailian, if y'all have the plans to allowing this man to have a voluntary defense, go for it. But after that voluntary defense, we want to see an ordered fight with Jai Opetaia. So what I think is the move here, so speaking about all of that, let's continue to put the dots together. Jai Opetaia, there's breaking news that this man is supposed to be coming back September 12th on the co-main event of Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn, right? An opponent hasn't been announced, but he will be defending his Ring Magazine title. Based off of Ring Magazine rules, in order for Jai Opetaia to hold on to his title, which he's had longer than 2 years and hasn't defended against a top 5 fighter in the Ring Magazine rankings in more than 2 years. The man has to fight a top 5 fighter in the Ring Magazine rankings, or else he's gonna be stripped based off of Ring Magazine rules. So you look at who's the top 5. You see Chris Billiam-Smith. You see David Benavidez ranked #1. You see Zuro Ramirez ranked #2. You see Chris Billiam-Smith ranked #3. You see Michelle Shalek ranked #4. And you see Noel Mikhailian ranked #5. I talked about Chris Billiam-Smith being the next smart decision for Zuffa Boxing to put on that co-main event due to the fact that it's a win-win situation. You're winning no matter what, and you're building the profile of both fighters, and it's going to be an absolutely slobber knocker of an event, so you can take credit of it. But now I'm starting to think that the move here is to fight the interim champion in Michelle Select just to be able to beat him. Jai Opetaia beat the interim champion, and now that takes away from the opportunity that Mauricio Sulaiman and them have to ordering the interim champion to face David Benavidez once he has the WBC Cruiserweight title, rather than enforcing the Jai Opetaia fight first. Because you got a rated #1 fighter and you got an interim champion. You've got 2 choices to make who you're going to order next. If Jai Opetaia beats the interim champion, becomes that interim champion, he can't argue to set that fight up next. That takes out Michelle Select too, for being a possibility opponent for a mandatory fight, an ordered fight against David Benavidez. And the rules are that the champion must face a mandatory fight once a year. Ladies and gentlemen, now I know the sanctioning bodies bend the rules, but depending on what they do, man, Mauricio Sulaiman acknowledges that Jai Opetaia is ranked #1 by the WBC. And he says he's not involved in this whole blockade that's going down right now with Jai Opetaia, what their team believes in. So, let me know in the comments what you guys think. I know for a fact now what Mauricio Sulaiman is thinking. And now, it's just time to sit back and watch how this all ends up playing out. But what Mauricio Sulaiman right there said, with that fantastic question from Sean Detal, it says a lot. Y'all got to read the room. And we'll end up coming back to this once we see how everything ends up playing out. Let me know in the comments what y'all think, man. Y'all know what I do. We speak boxing over here.